What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at this brand new 2020 Chevrolet Colorado LT. Huge shout out and thank you to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this truck for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new Chevrolets, so definitely check them out. Anyways, let's check out what the Colorado has to offer. And the model that we're looking at today is a four-wheel drive crew cab short box, finished off in red hot, has the optional RST Special Editions package, and has an MSRP over $41,000. Underneath the hood, this features a 3.6 liter 6-cylinder engine that cranks out 308 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to the rear wheels. And with a curb weight around 4,200 pounds, you're looking at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 out on the highway. The overall length is 224.9 inches with a wheelbase at 140.5. The width is 74.3 with a height at 70.6. And we have minimum ground clearance at 8.1 inches. And the Colorado also features ventilated disc brakes in all four corners with 4-piston calipers up front. The 2020 Colorado has a great look all around. You can see the chrome trim around these halogen headlights. We have Chevrolet written out in the grille with a cool gloss black mesh design. We have another grille down below to allow more cooling to this engine, as well as fog lights on each side of the bumper with chrome trim around that. We have a satin black air dam down below to improve fuel efficiency. And then moving our way to the hood of the Colorado, it has lines on each side to give it a wider and aggressive appearance. Really flows together very nicely. And then moving our way to the side profile of the Colorado, it's a very proportional looking truck with the short bed as well as the full 4-door configuration. We have body colored door handles as well as body colored mirror caps, and then blacked out trim for the B pillars, giving this a nice look. And the 20-inch wheels, part of the RST package, have a great look, finished off in this satin black design. Really contrasts well against the bright red paintwork. And then moving to the back side of the Colorado, we have the 4x4 logo on the bed side. You can see the step integrated into the rear bumper, which gives it a lot of functionality. And then moving our way to the rear end, we have a blacked out logo for the Chevrolet logo with chrome trim around it, as well as Colorado blacked out. You can see 4 parking sensors in the rear bumper with body colored portions to it, and then your backup camera and tailgate release right in the center. And then walking up to the tailgate, just grabbing the handle, it opens up. It has the soft opening too, so it opens nice and slowly. This has a spray and bed liner on it, has a very nice look, great durable feeling to it. We also have tie-down hooks on each corner of this bed, Chevrolet logo up front. Then you can even see the back end here with LED dome lights as well as the sliding rear glass. So there's a good look at the 2020 Chevrolet Colorado. Really nice truck all around. Tailgate super easy to close up. Comment down below, what do you guys think of the Colorado? Do you think this is the best smaller size pickup truck in the class? Definitely comment down below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Looks really good in this bright red paint, and I think the RST package is a really cool touch. So now we have the key fob. It does have remote start. So if we go ahead and lock the truck, then hold this button right here, roars to life, which is very nice to have. Definitely a very cool feature. And then just holding the button down, it'll go ahead and shut off. Then we can go ahead and unlock it and check out the interior. This Colorado has a two-tone interior. As we start off with the door panel, we have a lighter gray on the armrest and this trim piece right here. Then you can see black all around that. We have a cup holder down below and a little bit of storage. Your grab handle right here, as well as all the window controls, your mirror controls, lock and unlock, and then your release handle. Moving inside now, we have some power and manual controls for the seat. All gray cloth with a cool texture in the center, smoother cloth fabric on the sides. Really good designs all around. You can see how everything is laid out. And then flipping to the steering wheel, finished off in black leather. We have cruise control and forward collision on the left side. And then over on the right side, we have a lot of controls to control the screen. And then now inside the Colorado, taking the key, inserting it into the ignition, we can go ahead and fire it up. We have the tach over on the left side as well as the speedometer on the right. You have engine temperature and fuel in the center and a digital display in the center portion. So using these buttons right here, I can toggle left and right. I can go under this menu right now, seeing a lot of the different information within the truck as well as the fuel range, percentage, and tires. Scrolling over to music, you have the navigation that'll come up that you can check out. Then you have your phone connection, and then going under settings, we can change a few things within the truck. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, we have all the headlight controls as well as your 4-wheel drive selector. We have 2-wheel drive automatic, a 4 high and a 4 low. And then for towing, you have the trailer package right here. You can control this for the input and the trailer brake. You can see everything pops up on the screen, your plus and minus, and then an air vent over on the left side with a two-tone design with the gray and black. The sensor right up front will actually pop up for the forward collision to help alert you. Then moving our way to the center, we have part of the Bose audio, a little bit of storage, it's actually pretty deep right there. And then taking a look at this touchscreen display system for the infotainment, hitting the home button right now, we can see navigation as well as a phone. You can adjust this too to have anything you'd like. Swiping over, we have your navigation, music, all the other different things, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And then going over, we have more of the OnStar. And then tapping this camera icon, your backup camera pops up. We also have different guidelines depending on if you're going to be trailering or not. Then hitting the home button back here, the navigation, the screen pops up, very simple to use. This is very similar with all the other GM vehicles. And then down below this, we have some physical buttons. We have the home button like you saw, a back button as well, track buttons. You can also use this to scroll left and right into different items. And then we have the volume on-off switch on the left. We have climate controls down below that with the temperature on the right and fan speed, all the different zones, air conditioning and everything like that. Below the climate control, we have your parking sensors and lane keeping assist. You can also turn on the LED light for the rear dome light. We have the hazards and traction control, and then tapping this icon right here, it turns on the trailer mode with an icon on the screen as well. And then down below that, we have some USB ports, a 12 volt on the right, a little bit of storage, and 2 cup holders. Your shifter is right here with manual shifter up here for different towing modes or off-roading. You have the low as well. And then some more storage. Opening up the center console, we have a pretty good amount of space. This goes down at least a solid foot, so you can definitely fit some nice items. We have more of this gray leather, which looks really nice. And then over on the right side, to take a look at the glove box, we can open that up. We have quite a lot of space in here, as you would expect. And then just a full look at the interior. I think the Colorado is laid out very nicely. Everything is put together the way you would expect. Definitely a lot of room in here. And then now hopping in the rear seats of the Colorado, if we go ahead and open up the door panels finished off very similarly with the same colors, 2 different storage pockets and your door handle. You have the same seats back here in this gray fabric and the two-tone design. These headrests do fold down, which is great for driver visibility. Then in the center we have a pull-out. Then hopping inside now, I have the driver's seat set to my height, which is 5'11". So I'm getting back here now. We have quite a lot of room so far. I think my legs have a lot of room. Pretty good headroom, got about 2 inches above my head. Armrest is in a really good place. And then we have a little bit of knee room and good feet room as well. The seat back is at a good recline, so I'm actually pretty comfortable. I have really good visibility with all the glass back here and the window right here. So then opening this piece up right now, we have 2 cup holders in here. Also makes for a really good armrest. So pretty nice for the backseat of a smaller truck like this. We also have some amenities like USB ports and then a 12 volt outlet and a little bit of storage. And then as far as moving the rear seats around, if we go ahead and push this headrest down and pull the strap right here, this seat back will fall down nice and flat, giving you a really good cargo area. Of course, you can do both seats, so that is a nice feature. Locking that back in place, we have a handle right here we can pull up and then lift up on this front seat. It locks into place and gets that out of the way. We have cargo space down here. You can see we have a toolkit, probably to change the tire, but a lot of space in here going from one seat to the other, as well as a little bit of hidden space right here. So definitely very usable in the back of the Colorado. All right guys, so we are now setting off in the 2020 Chevy Colorado. I haven't really been in one of these in many years. It's been a while, but already getting my bearings with it. First thing I'm noticing, I am sitting really high up. This is a really nice driving position. I just feel up on top of the road, which is a really cool feeling. Any kind of pickup truck, you really just want to be up there, which is nice. Coming into a nice sharper turn. Truck seems to handle it very well. We have independent front suspension, and then just getting up to some speed now. Really smooth. You know, the V6 seems to pack enough punch to get you up and going. It's not a sports car or anything, but it seems very adequately powered. And then the transmission doing a really good job. The revs are staying low, and yet we're just getting right up to speed. So power seems really good. As far as the overall visibility, like I said, the front windshield, you feel high up. You can see right over the entire hood. I can see the whole hood. So I have a great view of what's ahead of me. These windows seem very large, and the mirrors do a really good job as well. Then looking over my left and right shoulder, like any pickup truck, they have really good visibility, not really any blind spots back there. So I like how overall it seems really good to see out of. Then overall ride quality, now that we're sitting in it, the seats are pretty comfortable. They have a really good layout. Don't have any issues there. I think it's very comfortable and quiet. I don't really hear anything. Wind noise and road noise, hitting the brakes a little bit. That's one thing I like. There's no brake dive, which some trucks like this, you get a lot of brake dive and body roll, and just not the most solid vehicle out on the road. I will say the Colorado is probably one of the best ones as far as road use. This is very stable feeling driving it around on the street. I definitely like how there's no brake dive. That is a big plus. And then using the overall interior with this car, it's very similar to the other GM vehicles. Very easy to navigate using this touchscreen display. I like how GM has theirs configured. Very easy to go to the home screen. I can see everything I need, and then I can easily just swipe over, go to a few different items. Very easy to do while driving. And I like how we have climate controls down here as well. Just makes it easy to use right there. Then as far as a nice 3-point turn, it's a truck, so it's got a little bit of space to it and a little bit of size. The backup camera is very HD, does a really good job. Parking sensors let me know if I'm getting close, but overall it should do this pretty decent. The camera's really HD. I like how nice that is. So I might have to hit the off-road just a little bit. This is a very tiny road, so just off that curb, just a hair. But not too bad for that. And then for overall capabilities with the truck, I think towing is around the 6,000 pound mark, so it's got a pretty good design of what it can handle. It's a pretty tough truck. And then off-roading, we have all the 4-wheel drive controls and everything, and these things can do a lot off-road as well. So it's a really good all-around truck with a lot of good characteristics for towing and hauling, and then of course off-roading. But street driving is of course what we're testing today. Can't really take this out on some mud, but it seems very comfortable and confident when you're out on the road. Body roll, there's a little bit, of course, it is a truck, and it's got some higher ground clearance comparing it to a car, of course, but it seems to handle the road very nicely and just very quiet. I like also how we have these controls on the backside of the steering wheel. It makes it easier to control the radio, volume, and all those sort of things. But kind of just wrapping it up, armrests are in a good spot. Layout is pretty simple. It's nothing too fancy. It's not the craziest truck out there with a million bells and whistles, but you definitely get a lot of use with the Colorado. I think it's easy to use truck. The controls are simple. It's a very simplistic truck that can do what you need to do. And on-road performance, like we're testing today, just very comfortable. I like the center display here. It's really cool to go through that and see my tire pressure. I can see my oil pressure, coolant temperature, everything like that. So I'm able to see the parameters within the vehicle. And I like how I can see the navigation in the center as well, telling me what road to go on, my turn by turn, and all the other settings. So easy truck to use. Fit and finish is pretty nice. Again, nothing fancy, but it's got a nice overall layout and look to it where everything feels pretty nice. The steering wheel leather, I like the touch of that. And then touching these buttons over on the side and in the center, they have a pretty good solid feeling to it. And if you own one of these Colorados, what have you done with it? Have you lifted it? Do you go off-roading? Do you tow a lot with it? Is it a daily? Comment down below. I'd love to hear you guys' information on the Colorado. But that is going to wrap it up. Once again, big thank you and shout out to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this 2020 Colorado for today's video. I think this is a demo vehicle. It's got some miles on it, so you can probably pick this one up for a heck of a good deal. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next video.